Hey guys! Ooh, we got an error right away. Okay. Well, it didn't crash, so whatever. Anyway, hey guys, Moose here with another episode of Stonehearth Alpha 17. Kinda got interrupted in the intro there by the error, which is amusing. We're just kinda chugging along, we're still working towards getting the township. Hopefully we're gonna be able to do it this episode. So we just need one more level on our herbalist. I think we needed more healing herbs for that, but it looks like we're getting them. Nope, not gonna get another villager. Let's take a look at our herbalist real quick, see how much we got queued up. 24, that's a pretty solid number. I think we're gonna let that run out. I don't think we need Weaver for anything, we already got the thing we needed. We're kinda just leveling it up for the sake of leveling it up. Not a good trade. And then, what else did we need? We need Potter. We're getting close, though. We're level 2, I think. What are we at? Keep opening the wrong window. Potter. Yeah, level 2. Okay, so that's the one that's probably going to take the longest. We're in okay shape here. We just need it to hurry up. It's moving right along, though. So let's double check our materials and make sure that we've gotten everything that we need to consider here. We're going to be going for Guildmaster. Yeah, we really just need Herbalist and Potter right now. So we're getting real close. Invaders approaching, still don't care. Now, while we're working on this, we could simultaneously work on maybe getting some turrets up and running and planning for opening the door. I'm a little concerned about that, but let's check something here that kind of made me think that this is better than I had thought it was. What are you doing over? Oh, you're eating. Okay. So let's take a look at this particular, our engineer. They have their stats, don't really care about any of this, none of it really matters that much, but what do we have here? If we look at this, Junior Defender, this engineer can place up to 4 traps and 2 turrets. So I think this means that turrets are not manned. I think this just means that you get 2 turrets per engineer. The other thing about this is it makes me want to make more people engineers. So what I may do, long term, maybe even short term, once I get everything made, I might train up a couple more blacksmiths and turn them into engineers and level them up. But for now, I'm mostly just going to focus on leveling up my engineer on its own, because that's going to help me get out more turrets. I need to do it anyway to make an actual turret. I don't really want turnip shooters, I want turrets. Those seem more powerful. Or I suppose they're more powerful, I don't really know. We have a good amount of iron gears, so we really just need to spam out bronze gears to get levels. So we're going to make another 20 of these to get levels. Traps would be nice too, we're going to work on that. But it doesn't really solve any problems for us. Turrets are the ones that are really going to do the trick, I think. And then the other thing is going to be getting a military at all. And that's going to be coming up shortly. We're going to start transitioning away from crafting and moving more towards other stuff. So first, let's actually queue this up. Just because we know we're going to need it, there's no reason not to make it. If we get the level that much sooner, great. I think we needed, I checked this earlier, but we need 2 levels. Yeah, 2 levels there, 1 level on Herbalist, I think. Just double checking Herbalist here. Heavy bandage, yeah, 1 level. And we have all the stuff for it already, so it's just a question of getting to that level. That went really fast, so we're going to queue up another 15, I think. Help level up a bit there. Let's actually take a look and see how much our Herbalist is getting. Well, they're not even close. Okay, so they're just freshly level 3. So they're 97. They only have 1 thing queued up, so let's just wait and see how much EXP they get, and then we can gauge roughly how much we're going to need to make. And it may be that the more expensive to craft stuff also gives more EXP, but I don't know, so I'm going to go for the easier stuff that's cheaper to make. Because that'll maximize... Okay, that only did 4, so we need like 100 just to level. So that actually seems really shitty. Yeah, lovely. So based on that, I'm actually going to say fuck that. I'm going to go over here, cancel the 15, and I'm going to look at what's it going to take to do bandages. Okay, it costs more. That kind of sucks. So why don't we make... This will use up all of our leather, but I can kind of live with that. Let's make 2 of those, and because we're going to want leather for gear, let's just say, you know what, we're going to survive on 1 worker. Make you a trapper. It sucks, but you know what? This is going to be what we need to do. So, how's our inventory looking? Not great. We're going to need to decrease it. I don't really know a good way to do that. Someone leveled up there? I forget who it was. Engineer level 2. Okay. That's actually great. Broken doors and gates more efficiently. Okay. So what do you get later? Well, okay, first let's designate a hunting area. Oh, I should have built the stuff further out. Whatever. This should be acceptable. Place that. Okay. So now we wanted to look and see, okay, well we know what our engineer has currently, but what about what are they going to get later? How high do I want to go? What's effective? So it looks like Town Defender is going to double what we can place. That's real good. And it looks like that's probably the highest we can go. No, okay, General of Defense. Level 6. So level 6 is going to get us up to 8 turrets, which is good, but not necessarily necessary. I don't really know. I've never used a turret, so I don't know how crazy this is going to get. We might save scum a little bit to find out, but level 3 is going to be the next big jump, and that'll double what we can do. So it looks like we need to queue up more stuff for her. So let's go ahead and do that. We're not making any more bronze right now, which is a little bit scary. So let's actually see to that as well while we're at it. You're making tin, which we have a shit ton of. Okay, so let's make 30 more bronze and put that in front. So you want to get working on that right away. The tin can wait. We're not making any more bronze, so we don't really need it right now. Was the smith glitching out there and, like, moving really quickly? Okay, maybe I was just seeing things. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so kinda. I don't necessarily think that's a glitch, I just think it's, you know, going nuts. So the interesting thing is, right now monsters are appearing up here. So they're not spawning down here. The question I have is what happens if I open up this gate? Are they still going to spawn up here? Or are they going to be able to find a path and now suddenly they're going to spawn down here? Because these ones that are already up here will not be a threat because they've spawned up here. Goblins are getting the shit kicked out of them. But they're not attacking the Hearthkeeper? That's interesting. So they're just attacking the ones that are combat people. But this is terrifying. There's a shit ton of these things and they're not going to go away, I don't think. Well, whatever. Potter level 3, that's fantastic. We just need one more. So, are you good? You have a lot of stuff queued up. Good. Okay. Let's maybe take a look at how much she's getting per level and see if we need more. So you're at 25 now. We know what you're making. Clay bricks. How much is that going to get you? Just woke up. Probably going to work right now. Yep. And what is this going to get us? Please be 10. Yeah, okay, 10, so it'll be, yeah, same thing. It'll be like 100 of them. That's kind of shitty, so we're going to look at maybe something else that we could do. Cancel these. Shit. Okay, ruggeds, let's take a look at this. We kind of want to just buy all the leather, just so we don't have to wait so much. At this point, sell all the clay bricks. Those are shit. They're useless. We're gonna need wood, so I guess we should chop down those trees. These, it's interesting that we still have a ton of those. I thought I placed them all. We're kind of short on stone too, actually. I don't know if we're using it for anything. You know what? Our blacksmith is probably not working because we don't have any stone, or we don't have any wood. So let's sell a bunch of saplings just because we don't need that many. And then I think we're gonna leave everything as it is for now. So let's designate, we only have one worker, so this is going to take forever, but we may as well cut all these down. Just do it. There's no reason not to. Oops, didn't want to click that. And then the other thing I wanted to do was go over to Potter And what should I make here? So what's a cheap thing that's... Okay, this takes... Oh, it's only level 1. Level 2, okay. 3. Can't make that. So I'm going to assume that it goes by level, and I'm going to make 30 of these. And that should probably do it. Why do I keep hitting that? Let's go up to speed. Fuck it, speed 3, there's no reason not to. Still not going to get anyone. Trapper level 1, that's good. We don't care that much about it though. And we're going to try and watch how her EXP goes up. 45 to 78. We got lucky and opened that just at the right time, so doing the math in my head, that's going to be 33. That's much better than 10. So we're going to stick with that. I think that'll... It's more efficient use of materials because it's 1 block for 10, or 2 blocks, which also decreases our inventory, for 33. So it's a net gain of 12 experience per block, or 6 experience per block, which may not sound like much, but it's better than nothing. It's also more efficient per synth, of course, as well. By synth, I mean craft. Oh look, okay, so some of our craftsmen can cut down trees, that's good. And some of them can haul too, so some of the people that we have who are kind of idle right now, we'll make use of them to do this. So let's take a look at our herbalist, see how that's going. We didn't assign anything. Shit. What do we want to do here? The problem is it all takes herbs. So we're going to run out of those real quick. So I guess... Wait, there isn't really a good option here. I'm actually not really happy with any of these options, frankly. Stuff. Okay, well, let's make 2 more of these. Once we get leather coming in... Actually, speaking of leather, why don't we queue some up? We may have gotten some material... Yeah, well, not enough. We'll wait to accumulate a little bit more, but we can give more work to our weaver. Go ahead and make 100 thread. Why not, right? Invaders approaching, still don't care about that. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Feeling good. I like, you know, my commentary is not that interesting at the moment, it's just about the game, but sometimes that's the point. But I feel pretty good. Surprisingly good. I just had class, actually. I've been working from about 7 AM to 9 PM pretty much straight, with like maybe 2 hours of break overall within that whole time period. So, by all rights, I ought to be exhausted and kind of miserable, but I'm feeling pretty good. You know, there's something there's something energizing about getting work done. Blacksmith level 6, that's cool. Okay, Phoenix Empire. Okay, Blacksmith's mastery of his trade allows him to create the finest weapons and armors seen since the Forgotten Phoenix Empire. Well, if they're forgotten, how do you know if that's the right comparison? Seems kind of silly, doesn't it? Alright, well, we're getting more bronze, so let's look at our engineer. Okay, let's make another 20 bronze gears. Get that going on. Gotta keep those levels coming, because engineer is one that's going to benefit us greatly to have higher level, especially if we can get him to 6, which is unlikely, but, you know, it'd help if it happened. Sure wouldn't hurt. What do we have here? More invaders. Still, okay, now they're spawning down here. Interesting. So did the game realize that they couldn't come in from up top, so now they're coming down? Not sure. There's a lot of scary shit all over the place, though. This one, I think, is less scary than the red ones. But this offers an interesting situation, because it's possible that we're going to be able to fire through the gate. Or not the gate, the fence. And if we can do that, then maybe this is good, because we can just murder them for, I don't know, I guess someone might get EXP from it. But murder them to clear out space, so we don't necessarily have to make ourselves vulnerable to take out enemies. That would be fantastic. I was thinking about doing that with archers, but I think doing that is going to require leveling up a footman, which is kind of tough when you can't really fight anything without dying, so kind of going through that in my head and trying to figure out, well, okay, what do I need to do to make this work properly? Just making sure everyone that I want to have stuff queued up has stuff queued up. Everyone but you. So at this point, I'm going to say let's do 10 of these because we're still harvesting some of this stuff, which will get us to 30. It takes a lot more resources than I'd like, but it'll get us there in the end, I think. There's probably these guys fighting, if you could hear that noise. I don't think there's anything else really going on up here. Okay, the Varanus is dead. Or nope, there it is. My mistake. Well, I was hopeful, but mistaken. I would like to get some more clay. So let's do this. And we're good on wood. Lagging a bit here, but that's okay. We are getting at a point where we ought to be lagging, frankly. Or, well, where I expect the game to lag. I don't think there's enough going on in this as compared to some of the more complex games that would justify this lagging, but this is my experience with the game so far, so I get it. Like, there's a lot of other games that do much more complex shit than this that don't lag, so I'm not trying to defend the game. It shouldn't lag like this, but again, you know, it's an alpha, so whatever. That's one of the more, like, I don't really give a shit things. I don't really mind lag. I mind the game-breaking bugs that prevent me from finishing a playthrough. That pisses me off, but lagging a little, whatever. This is acceptable. It's been intermittent too, so it's not a huge deal. I'm assuming it probably also has to do with pathfinding. So, I mean, idle. Okay, but if you're idle, why are you lagging? I don't know. Now it's saying more Lua. I don't know nearly enough to read what that's actually suggesting is going on, but whatever. It'll sort itself out in time. Are we over the limit on items again? That's not what I wanted to open. This is what I wanted to open. No, we're actually lower than we were before. That's good. Caravan. That's an amazing trade. 3 hunks of stone for... wait a minute. Snow. Okay, hunks of stone, literally just a stone block. For 2 comfy beds. Almost 1-to-1. It's ridiculous trade. Absolutely ridiculous. Way better than it ought to be. Way better than it has any right to be, actually. Most of the trades have been very one-sided in the other direction, which I guess they're putting them in the game because the idea is that if you desperately need something, then you can get it that way by overpaying. Maybe you have resources that you have in abundance and you need wood or something, you're going to make that trade. But I haven't seen many trades that were, like, just purely on their own fantastic, and that's one of them. I've had clutch trades, but that's not the same as having one that's just amazing on its own. Like the one where we couldn't really afford to get a mason, but then we got, what was it, stone mauls? It's like we traded some wood for 3 stone mauls. That was clutch. But in and of itself, it's not that great of a trade, because stone mauls are a joke to get if you have a mason, which you normally would. In that situation, it was great. But it's not really, it's just clutch, it's not like a one-sided deal, if that makes sense. So it's nice to get that trade. We're real close. I don't know what's it gonna take to get there. Let's actually check our levels here. First, our potter. About halfway there. Yeah, you'll get there with what we have queued up, so that's perfect. Then the only concern is this guy, or gal. She's about halfway there. That's better than she was, but still not really where we want her to be, especially because we're gonna have to wait for another harvest of herbal remedies, which are not even planted yet. Okay, whatever. That's gonna be an issue. The farmers are taking their sweet time. Do we want to... They haven't even replanted the turnips yet, so how are we gonna get more healing herbs? This is actually gonna be a bit of an issue. Almost enough to make me wanna... You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take... Where are you? You, Helen Doral, you're gonna change jobs. I want you to go back. Actually, no, shit. If I do this, you're not gonna be able to do it properly. Make another hoe. There you go. Make it. We have wood, right? We have plenty of wood, yeah. Stop telling me invaders are approaching when they can't even path to my town. I mean, it's still a good warning, it's just we've been getting them for so long that are pointless, it's kinda... just background noise at this point. You do it? You haven't done it. Do it, though. You're doing it. Fantastic. So as soon as that's done, you're gonna change jobs. Why are you taking so long? Is it just because we're lagging, or what? You're like level 4, you should not be taking so long. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, you're a farmer. We need it. I don't want to wait any longer for township. I want to get this shit over with. We've been waiting for so long to get this stupid thing. I'm sure there's other people posting videos on YouTube who got that day 1 when Alpha 17 first hit, which is not good. I need to be up there. So, anyway. Unfortunately, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We're getting extremely close to becoming a township, which I have no idea what that will do for us, but hopefully it has to do with combat, because we're going to get the shit kicked out of us the second we open into these walls. But we'll find out probably in the next episode. So, like I said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me for the next one. Take care.